In part 1, chapter 2 of The Stranger, Meursault forgets for a moment that it's Saturday morning. He thinks his boss seemed annoyed at him for taking time off to attend his mother's funeral, as doing so gave Meursault a long weekend. Meursault maintains that this situation is not his fault. He shaves and decides to go for a swim. When he arrives at the channel, he meets Marie, a former typist at Meursault's office. They swim together, and a sexual chemistry sparks between them. After the swim, they go to a movie. Marie is surprised to see Meursault's black tie, indicating that he is in mourning, but she doesn't question him about it. He thinks again of saying it's not his fault about the funeral being yesterday, but ultimately he decides it doesn't matter. During the movie, Meursault kisses Marie and fondles her breasts. Then they go to his place and have sex. The next morning, Marie is gone. She's left to visit her aunt. Meursault remembers that it's Sunday and is annoyed. He does not like Sunday. He decides not to eat at his usual restaurant, Celeste's, because people might ask him questions about Mama's funeral. Meursault eats lunch and wanders around his apartment, reads a newspaper, washes his hands, and goes out on the balcony. The street slowly empties, and Meursault notices empty streetcars and a waiter sweeping a restaurant. He smokes cigarettes, eats chocolate, and watches the sky grow dark. Meursault sees soccer fans loaded in streetcars. As twilight descends, the street comes back to life. People exit a movie theater and seem excited about the film. The street lamps come on, and Meursault feels tired from watching the street filled with so many people and lights. Soon the neighborhood empties and the street becomes deserted. Meursault eats dinner and looks in the mirror, noticing his alcohol lamp, a type of candle, and a piece of bread on a table. Meursault thinks that Sunday is over. His mother is buried, and tomorrow he will go back to work. Really, nothing had changed. In part 1, chapter 2, the theme of the meaninglessness of life is suggested when Meursault nonchalantly mentions that he wants to take a swim the day after his mother's funeral. Meursault is going about his life as if nothing traumatic has happened. He goes from listlessly wandering around his apartment to describing people passing by on the street. Nothing stands out because for Meursault, nothing has meaning. But Meursault's relationship with Marie emphasizes the theme of the physical life. Sensualist Meursault comes to the fore. Meursault describes the sensory details, such as the sky in my eyes and Marie's heart beating softly. However, the sun, Meursault's persistent antagonist, drives him and Marie into the water.